There's a lot of waterproofing companies out there, and some would have you believe that removing the bare minimum amount of floor surface to install a system is adequate. They may drill weep holes to drain water from the blocks that's to be managed by a box drain the size of a 2x4 that they sit on top of the footer. This could possibly handle a trickle of water, even though basements can flood with thousands of gallons. The concrete they put back is too thin, complicating any future need to use fasteners for framing, and is obviously weak. This system doesn't connect to the gravel bed under the floor, so it could remain inundated with water pressing right against the bottom of the slab. The right way to do it is to cut a much wider trench and dig down about 6 to 8 more inches. Then a sump liner can be installed and the trench can be excavated to a proper depth. Not just a few inches below the floor surface on top of the footer, but down through the gravel bed. Weep holes are essential because you do want to have the water that's in the walls relieved into the trench, while also allowing the gravel bed under the floor itself to drain into the trench. A properly installed drainage system will create 6 to 10 times the cavity space as their box drain system, so it can handle huge volumes of water. It will also have full floor thickness for durability suitable for framing fasteners, and so on. Some companies install corrugated pipe. It's cheaper, but it clogs much easier. Just like the big site prep companies, we use a non-woven geotextile filtration fabric to line the dirt surfaces of the trench to protect the system components that we install. Then, we put a coating of gravel on top of it, usually about an inch thick. And then we use perforated PVC pipe on top of that gravel bed, and then cover it with clean gravel. Now our system can relieve any water from the gravel bed under the floor. Then, we apply a drain panel to flash against the surface of the footer and the base of the wall, allowing us to reinstall the concrete floor all the way back to the wall, while ensuring that the water from the weep holes can roll across the footer and get to the system. Any rising water table or spring can now be relieved by our trench, through our fabric into our gravel, and our pipe, and routed safely over to the sump pit for collection and elimination. Now, your basement's dry. Guaranteed.